Hello, hello. I am Joe Jackson of the All-Seeing Guys. To my right, Greg Armstrong. To my left, soon to be Ed Wooderson. Hello, Ahmed.
Hello, man.
What are you talking about?
Give me a talk.
If you are thinking of ordering pizza and you're in the Surbiton or Tulworth area, I can highly recommend Spizami.
It's good, man.
For $13.99, you can get an 18-inch super large pizza.
Ed, give me some talk.
Hello, I'm eating pizza. I like pizza.
The All Seeing Guys podcast is part of Britpod Scene, an independent network of uniquely British podcasts that's always growing. Check out BritpodScene.com or follow Britpod Scene on Twitter to find out.
Hello!
Word.
And welcome to episode 108.
Did you fart then?
No.
It sounded like you farted.
Ed's here.
Hello.
Funny you should say that, because he recently did pick up on an audio clip that had caught him farting.
Did I?
Yeah, you fucking sent it to me.
Oh god, I did, yeah.
Pretty sure you kept it in the episode.
I had some shame the other day, Ed. I was in the morning after we went out for drinks the other night. I went to Sainsbury's of Indiana, and I dropped the fucking dirtiest fart. It was bad.
He blamed it.
Mate, it was bad.
Oh, mate.
And this next to me was this like old bearded fat guy, and he over the top went, "Whoa, what the heck is that?" Looked at me,
Really exaggerating.
looked at Indiana, and was like, "I think she's done toilet, mate."
Done toilet. You fucking paedophile.
And I was just
Get out of
like,
here.
"Oh, maybe," and kind of walked off.
I've done
It
toilet.
was me.
Can I
was the
photograph it?
arsehole. But yes, this is episode 108.
Hello
and we're
there.
of course joined by Ed Wooderson,
Hello.
the Swiss Army
Edward
knife.
Roger
Fucking
Wooderson.
Roger
Oh, there you go. That suits you, actually.
Wooderson.
You could pull that name off.
Oh, mate, it's good. Well, that's my name.
But Roger,
That's my name.
and you can pull it off well.
Thank you.
But
I've got
Roger,
no choice, really.
I think Roger is the first thing you could put off.
Mate, Roger's fucking a great
I could
name.
see you as a Rog.
Roger's fucking brilliant.
I reckon we'd call you R.
I've got so many different names I can use when I'm fucking... When
you're fucking?
my mum's angry at me, I'm Edward. My mates, I'm Ed.
Oh,
When
yeah.
I'm an old man, I'm Ted. Or I could be
that's a good
Eddie.
one.
It marks it. It kind of it's like a passport stamp through age,
It's a
isn't
good
it?
name. It's a Swiss Army knife of names.
Yeah, yeah.
And you have referred to me as the Swiss Army knife before.
Yes, because you are.
So that's because I've got that
Minutes
name.
ago.
That's the origins of the Swiss Army
Literally
knife.
during
people.
your introduction.
Is that you are like everything we need in one?
Well, yeah. Do you want a cheese grater?
Yeah, don't you?
I got one in my pocket.
Just
Greg.
bends over and it pops out.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's up my arsehole.
G9? Where's that? You don't want to know.
It's up my arsehole as well.
Once again, the intro's off to a flying start.
Sorry.
I reckon.
Ed's here, everyone's really drunk.
Yes, it is.
We got plenty to...
It's a Friday
Because
night.
Ed is an alcoholic.
It's a Friday night. Feelings right. Ed's here with us. It's sunny outside.
Because it's Eddie's
So we've
night.
all had hectic weeks at work. It's fucking sunny outside. It's Friday night. The sun is shining still.
And we're inside.
And we're inside with a pizza doing this.
Waiting for drugs.
Because we don't have
drugs.
lives. But we love it still. Should we go into a bit of geezedropping to hear what people have been overhearing?
Yeah.
Of course, geezedropping with snippets of overheard conversation by yourselves, or heard by us, mainly by us, though.
The majority of us.
Having a listen. So Fran, the manager from the Fighting Cock, sent me this one this morning in the early hours. I nearly got fingered yesterday.
Ooh.
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 Why only nearly?
Well, maybe you missed.
No.
Maybe that's what happened.
Yeah, but
This
any
geezedrop-
hole could be considered a success.
This geese drop, I heard.
I nearly got well, like accidentally.
Freddie nearly got fingered. So,
Freddie
Freddie did get fingered.
yeah, a little bit.
Flintoff.
This one I
no,
heard,
really.
and I heard it from. I'll tell you who it was afterwards. It was a guy driving past.
tell you afterwards.
I'll tell you what it was. It was a guy driving past
The suspense.
on his phone, And he loudly was on the phone and went, "Fucking hell, I'd love to, mate. Fucking hell." And it was an ice cream driver, an ice cream truck, going past slowly on the phone, leaning out the window.
Right?
He had like the window down with his arm on it on the phone while he was just driving slowly down the road with the window down.
What was he on about, though?
I don't know. That's the point of eavesdropping. You don't know.
It was probably
don't know, you just don't know.
was it in the morning?
No, it was like afternoon.
Oh, I was going to say, if it was the morning, probably someone asked him out for a beer and he was
Yeah,
like,
it's
oh,
like-
mate, I didn't love it. Go on.
So these next two, I heard, I think on a train coming back from London a couple of weeks ago. And it was two girls talking near us, and one of them went, "James wants to blah 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 with me," but Jane said she was 100% on his side, kind of thing.
Ooh,
To which,
That's confusing.
questions.
yeah. Anyway, the other girl didn't really respond,
Interesting.
and the same girl then said this to her: "I talk to you about this stuff, and you don't seem to care. You're on his side, aren't you? This isn't a nice feeling. I'm genuinely upset by your lack of support. I know you're hiding things from me."
She's fucking James.
And the other girl was just like, "Yep, okay." The other girl just kept like occasionally saying, "No."
I'm
They sound like they're
I'm
so sick of it.
literally so glad I know 5 people. Fuck that shit.
Us three and the two listeners.
There's like 3 pizza slices here, so I guess that counts as well. Hello, my friends.
They'll, you'll only consume them, though.
I'm gonna shit them out and all.
It's so aggressive. So aggressive. I'm gonna hold tight there because
Yeah,
I've
go
got
on.
a couple.
Oh, go on, Joe. Geezedropping Jackson.
I can't even remember.
That's what no one calls him.
I don't even remember where
your
I found
geezer.
or heard these, but one of them says, "Sorry, mate, I just banged me mum." Can't remember the context.
Christ,
Can't
where
remember.
the fuck was he? Like,
I feel that's one where you need to know the
Minnesota.
context.
Can't remember where I was for that.
I feel like that's
you're
one
in
you should know
fucking
the context.
Alabama.
I feel like it was probably a phone call situation.
Man.
This one, I was out with Lucy and we'd.
Ah.
Someone just heard someone just go, "Oh, my fingers smell like beef."
Oh, did he have a kebab? I remember a guy I worked with telling me we went out after work. And I was like, "What'd you do when you got home?" He was like, "Oh, I got a kebab, ate it, got home, started fingering my missus, and then she started screaming because I had chili sauce over my fingers."
Oh God!
He's like, "I didn't even think." She was screaming. We were up all night. I was like, "I'm really tired actually." I was like, "Fucking hell, man."
Did she like it?
No, she didn't like it. It hurt.
Why didn't she tell him?
She did, and then she was in pain the rest of the night.
He didn't get laid.
Well, he kind of
100%. Well,
I reckon that was on purpose, man.
Yeah, well,
You know if you got
He got his
fucking
fingers.
spicy
She
chicken
did know.
sauce on your
Oh,
fingers.
yeah, it's
He
true.
knows though.
He was
knows.
drunk.
He
He,
got
ate
spicy
it on the way
chicken
home and just got in and doing it, I guess.
You ever
He'd have-
like,
he'd have definitely touched his cock before he started having sex.
You would
That's the
hope so.
thing. Because like you gotta wash that shit, man. You
I
gotta
don't think he
absolutely
cares.
gotta
It
watch
was
that
drunk.
shit.
I don't think he really cared. I have one more geese drop. This was when, fun enough, you'll know where I was when you hear it. A guy walked past me to his mate and went, "We're in Wimbledon, fam. I ain't never been Wimbledon."
We've had that experience. though.
At Wimbledon train station, just walking out.
was that us?
It wasn't
Could have
us.
been
We work in
It could have
Wimbledon.
been us 8 years
I do
ago.
work in Wimbledon.
In case you want to
It's a
find
fine
him.
place. I still like the the Jamaican lady I heard on the phone at Wimbledon station.
You still like it, do you?
I still think about her
in love
daily.
with her,
Yeah, she was on the phone. All the trains were delayed, and she was just like, "Me just trying to get home, but they're making me stand in this foolish place."
Why haven't you said that geese drop? That was amazing.
I think I have in the past.
Here's 2 geese drops.
No,
oh, that
you know what?
reminds
No.
me. Here's an awesome
You know what I
geese drop.
did? I dropped it in
With
the
a
group.
full accent.
I dropped it in the group chat.
I'll pick it up and bring it to the podcast.
I've got to start fucking looking at this shit because I hear this shit all day, but I just fucking.
I
As
actually
soon as you hear it, text it to
mate,
us.
I actually stopped wearing my headphones because
I've ascended to a higher being
I was
of
blocking
geese
everything out,
dropping.
and I wasn't getting geese drops. I was just like, I've got to put some effort in here.
I hear them less now I drive to work.
Well, you
Like-
like shit in the car. We just at the radio.
But to be fair, I got the bus to work today because I was coming here, and I fucking picked up 2 geese drops.
Hey!
But I'll save them for another time.
For you guys, that's like 2 weeks. That's 2 weeks time, but for
Yeah,
me, it's about an hour away.
anytime.
Yeah.
Now, we all have partners. I've got my wife, Lizzie,
Yes,
Ed and Sarah,
yes,
Joe and Lucy, who's previously been referred to as a friend of the show.
yes. There's a subtle.
The point
there's been a
is-
subtle change.
She's been mentioned a few times. The point is,
She's provided geese drops.
the 3 of us, not together, are in a relationship, but also kind of in one together.
Yes, we've.
I'm
I think
intrigued of where Greg's going with this.
it's an interesting segue.
I think he's
isn't it?
going to delve into my psyche.
We're all in relationships,
How do you feel about Greg?
but
I kind of love him.
the point I'm making is, man, derailed me
Kind of.
completely. The
Kind
point
of.
I'm making is that we're all in relationships, but we aren't dating. We're not going out dating.
No.
Like, do you remember going on dates?
I don't think I've ever been on a date.
I remember you
I've
telling me
met-
about a date you've been on. You to see the Simpsons movie.
I went, oh yeah, that was
and you
a
told her
weird
not. You told her not to touch your hand.
Stop touching me. I'm fucking trying to watch the Simpsons movie because I fucking love the Simpsons. And that's why I thought we were going to the Simpsons.
Wait, when the fuck did The Simpsons come out?
Oh, that was like 2006.
Yeah, it was like
something
I think it was 2006.
Alright.
No, but me and Sarah never really went on a date. We
Right.
just met up where we met.
You
Yeah.
just fucking
Again,
Hunger
because we
Games it
couldn't
and set yourself
remember
on fire.
where
and
we
then
met. So we were like,
I don't know.
who are
It
you?
depends
I
what
kind
you
of liked
like.
you, I think.
Because
So-
there's, I mean, obviously it depends on what you constitute as a date. I don't consider like going to the pub and having some drinks and maybe some food.
Well,
as
a date.
I mean, that was my first
a
date
date
with
is
Lizzie.
meeting
No, but
up.
like you go to like a restaurant or something like that. But like I don't know, like
Mate, a date is. This is the.
I consider
exact,
going to a restaurant is the entry level of date.
the
yeah.
exact
Maybe in
definition of a
1942.
date is going out with someone that you could potentially have sex with. That's the definition of a date.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
no,
agree.
but it's what happens. It's what.
But you got
makes
to play
a
it.
date.
You got to get there.
Well, you got to pay.
What? Not prostitutes.
Yeah, if you're buying,
for the
if you're
dinner.
buying
Right,
women, if you're buying women, I can tell you now, it's not a date.
Fucking hell, man! I can afford a man.
I never really went
no-
like date dates though. Like if all three of us suddenly became single at the same time,
Who would you choose to go on a date with?
What would we do? We'd have to like help each other navigate Tinder for the first time. No, and we'll keep getting
I don't
matched
know.
up together.
I did think about that. Obviously, when previous relationship fucking ended, and then I was just like, am I actually going to be all right and find something? And I did.
Yeah, there you go. Happy ending. eh?
It's fucking
Thanks for
great
listening,
ending, man.
everyone.
What
Good
a
night.
Film. What a fucking film that was.
You know what Lucy's friend said to her when she told him? Because me and Lucy have been friends for like 9 years, and that's literally what her friend shouted at her. They were just like, "It's taken 9 fucking years, bruh."
Have you like
Fucking
guys,
Ross and Rachel
I don't
over
want to
here.
discuss this on the podcast, obviously.
We'll talk about it after.
Let's talk about it now anyway.
But no, so actually, when we started dating, it was we said we were going to go on a date, but I didn't want to just we'd always met up to have like drinks and a catch up.
The best thing is now they're dating. She won't. Now they're dating. Now they're together. She won't listen to the podcast anymore. So he gets to say what the fuck she wants.
cool.
'cause-
Sarah's mum will though.
Nah, well, he's
Well,
not
I've
dating Sarah's
only
mum,
met
is
her
he?
once,
She'll
so that's
know.
all right.
You're not
But
dating
no,
Sarah's
Hello,
mum.
Leslie.
so we went on a date, and
Hi,
I
Leslie.
didn't want to do, which is what we always did when we met up,
Sex.
which was just no.
No.
that's- all right. I'm not fine. Let's move on.
Sorry.
No, you've ruined
I'll
it.
cut that out. I'll cut that out. I will cut that out. Sorry, that was bad.
Sex.
I drifted off and came back.
But we said like we'd go on a date, but I didn't want it to be like, you know, just going to the pub and having food, and because that's what we always used to do, and so I wanted something different. So we went to London.
Went
Zoo.
to the pub and
That's
didn't
fucking
have food.
great.
Didn't have food. We didn't. It was so we
Yeah,
went to
but
London
it's
Zoo.
a different context, isn't it? Like you can meet up with a friend. Like you met up with her before as a friend,
Yeah.
and you can cut this. And
Cut
fucking-
this.
This is good. This is good formation
is.
talk. It doesn't matter if there's a microphone.
I've crossed my leg.
Greg can cut it.
I'm getting comfortable.
But
Hit me, Fraser.
I can't remember what I was saying now, man.
Jesus Christ!
Help me out, Greg.
I can't remember what you're saying.
Well, you
It was-
can't remember
it
neither,
sounded-
so you won't get
It
fucking
sounded like
hell
it was going to be really profound, though.
It was.
you-
You
So,
were
like,
saying something about it
it
doesn't
wasn't, so I
matter.
forgot.
So you saying if we were all to
So the
suddenly
point I was
become
making
single.
is, if we were all to become single, we wouldn't know how to date. Like we wouldn't know what we would.
oh
I
no,
don't think-
fucking way.
So,
I wouldn't know how to start chatting to a girl.
well, I have
never
here.
known.
It's a list. It's a Greg list. I have 6 things you
It's
shouldn't
been
do.
so long since we've had a list.
6 things you shouldn't do on a first date, according to a series of dating and relationship psychologists.
I'm going to put bullshit on this, right? As soon as you've done your list, yeah, I'm going to call bullshit on all of it with one story.
Amazing.
Well, we all know the story.
What's the point of the list?
We know the story.
There's no point in this list.
Right, I'll do the list. Right. So, 6 things you shouldn't do on a first date, according to dating psychiatrists.
Okay.
Don't bail after 15 minutes.
20. 20 is fine, but 15
20
is
is
too
fine.
early.
No, if the conversation run dry and you realise that, I forgot this is going to be shit, you shouldn't just make up an excuse and leave. You should
No.
at least have the courtesy to stay for a drink.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'd never even consider leaving early because I'd be too polite.
Yeah,
No,
I would
it's-
as well.
no,
I
it's
would
all
too.
good. It is all good.
Yeah,
Oh,
you,
I'd be the same.
You would be as well.
I'd probably
You'd
end up-
stay the whole evening.
Yeah, I'd have kids with a problem.
Yeah, and sit and be like, I'm
you
so
saying?
miserable and unhappy. I hate this woman.
Yeah,
but
just 'cause
fucking
I
hell,
was
she
polite.
stayed out till about midnight.
Mate, that's how some relationships fucking
Well,
start.
that's it. Some people are that desperate.
This one's interesting. Number 2, no negging.
Negging.
Yeah, do you know what negging is?
Is negging, is that the smoking flirting?
That's
No,
the guy
that's
from
not.
that.
No, it is no. It's when you try and attract them with negativity.
Yes.
Didn't he beat up Glenn with a baseball bat?
What?
Negging.
Who's Glenn?
Negan.
This is a controversial...
Negan.
Oh, right.
Glenn.
Yeah,
Come
sorry.
On, Joe.
Sorry.
You were there. You
This
witnessed
was
that.
there.
this is a term, negging, from an old book, Conversational Pickup Artist Handbook, the game, which famously encourages men to criticize women in order to seduce them. And it has been, the hideous tactic has been dubbed negging.
Yeah. So it's basically you say something that puts them down to make them like you more.
Like playground, right?
Yeah,
it's
like pulling hair.
Girls
Yeah.
pulling your tie
Yeah.
at school.
Yeah.
Yeah, or like you pulling their hair until they
Until they what?
So,
fall down the stairs.
what happened
what-
to your school?
what do,
Jesus Christ.
what
Dude,
do
so
the
much.
relationship therapists, psychiatrists think about negging?
They think it's probably manipulative, the work of a sociopath.
They say, don't do this, says Mason, who strongly advises against engaging in any sort of psychological gameplay when you're dating someone. I've had clients of both genders who employ behaviours that try to get their date to win them over. It doesn't work. Number 3.
Don't get me wrong. Like when you get
You're shit looking.
no. But like
Let's go on another
when
date.
you like are in the relationship, you pretty much take the piss out of each other.
Oh yeah, but when you're in the relationship, not on the first date.
Not on the
unless you know
first
them.
date. The
Unless
first
you know
date
each
is
other.
not no. You get to know them, so you find their weak spots,
Yeah, but it
and then you
depends,
take the
though.
piss out of them.
I don't think I've ever been on a date where I'm meeting them for the first time.
Nah, like a blind date.
Yeah.
Nah, me
That's
neither.
how we date now, right? They meet on the app
I've
and
done
they meet
that
for the
once,
first time.
like online dating. I did it once when
Did
I
you?
first started going out. Well, I was a bit of a fucking loser.
No, you
When I was a
weren't.
bit
We
younger.
all were losers, man.
Oh yeah,
No,
well,
mate. Mate, I was on MySpace.
Yeah, but my first dating experience was like an online dating thing. And yeah, it was alright.
It's all right.
Go out for a drink.
I met people from MySpace,
Yeah. Not my.
but it was like a mutual. It was like
an
at a
actual
gig.
online dating
Like
thing.
it was really like I'm going to this gig. You going to this
Yeah,
gig?
but
Yeah.
you're better at it than me. Mate,
was
I've
pissed.
always
Be
been
drunk.
shit. Yeah, but you're more like sociable. You know what I mean?
Not
Greg
anymore.
is
Not
like
anymore.
the most sociable person.
Not
I've met.
anymore.
Greg can talk to everyone, but then he'll go to me. I'm fucking terrified of that person. You know what I mean? And I'm like, how the fuck are you acting this way then? You know what I mean? I don't get it because I literally look at someone. If I don't like them, I'll show it on my face inadvertently. Can't stop. Just fucking my
But, mate,
face.
think
is-
about-
my
I'm good at
natural, my
playing-
neutral face, like a car. My neutral face is
Like a car?
miserable.
I'm pretty good at being consistent. I don't like
Yeah, but you're good at it, man. You're good at
in those
you know
respects.
everybody.
Unless I'm really drunk.
Yeah,
and
but
quiet.
Ed, think
I don't know
about like when
everybody.
we were in our fucking 20s and we'd be down the pub every night.
but
You,
I
how many
had-
fucking people did you know down there
yeah,
because of that?
because I was on so much cocaine.
Yeah, but fucking mate, you still fucking managed
so
it.
much cocaine back then.
Hi, Leslie.
Leslie knows. Fucking hell, Leslie knows I'm on drugs. Jesus. Not cocaine, though. Not cocaine. I don't do cocaine anymore.
Disclaimer.
No, fucking.
Ed Wooderson doesn't do
it's too
cocaine anymore.
expensive.
It's too expensive.
If it was cheap,
That's
I'd
the
fucking
only
do it.
reason why I don't do it
fucking
anymore.
hell, man. You've got to buy a house. You know what I mean? I can't do cocaine. Jesus Christ.
So far we've had don't bail after 15 minutes, no negging, don't do any negging,
We've only gone 2.
and then number 3, don't talk about the future.
Yeah, no, that's good.
I would say
It's
that
not about the future. You're in the present, and you should be
This is
getting to know that person.
Can
then.
we tell the story of how I met Sarah?
Not yet.
no, not yet.
This is the fucking.
Nah, not
We're
yet.
going to have got 2 more,
Go on
3
then.
more.
3 more.
Don't start quizzing them on their CV.
What?
I don't think it means like
Why would
job
they bring
CV.
their fucking
I don't
CV?
think it means
Quizzing
job,
them?
I don't think it means job CV. But
Oh, so you mean like
asking them-
talking about previous relationships?
So, what's your experience in sucking dick?
Do you have the old report from the
What
previous man?
qualification do you have?
I'm going to need to see some sort of reference from 2014 to 2016.
This one, I reckon, probably happens quite a lot, and like meeting up dates for the first time. Don't bring a friend. I reckon there's a lot of people that probably do now. You see all the time on those fucking reality shows, man. Oh, I'm scared to go on the date. Come with me, Jews. If it's bad, then I don't know why I call it Jews. If it's bad, you
Come
stay and
with
we'll
me,
leave.
Jews.
If it's good, I'll give you the signal to go.
Come with me, Jews.
I'm fairly sure that's how it goes. Don't bring a friend.
Okay, so if you were sort of meeting a person on a date and they brought their friend, would you stay?
Probably some polite.
I would stay, but only because leaving immediately makes you look like a rapist.
Well, that's it. Don't bail after the first 15 minutes.
You look like a rapist.
Don't ask for favours.
What?
Of any kind.
Yeah.
Like,
Not on the first date.
Can you
Fucking
pay
hell,
for
This
this?
is ridiculous, man. This is scientists.
they've studied 3 years in
Science
college
is
for this shit.
This is pure just content filler. Like they probably
Is it an
they
advert?
probably repost this thing like multiple times a year.
Is it
So,
an advert for vapes?
Quick rundown. Don't bail after 15 minutes. No negging. Don't talk about the future. Don't start quizzing them about their fucking dirty sex history.
This is ridiculous.
Don't bring
This
a
is
friend.
obvious, man.
And don't ask any favours.
I mean,
So Ed, when you met Sarah, did you follow those rules?
Well, this is the thing. I don't know if that counts as a first date, really.
no, but that's when you met her.
Yeah, when I met her. Well, you were there as well.
I
So
wasn't there.
you brought a friend to the date.
I did.
No. He brought a friend to the
It's
flirting
just
process.
a weird situation. What's weird to me is that the reason I met her was because my head was completely shaved, right?
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
And it was completely shaved because I had an accident at work.
Not like cancer.
Not like fucking.
That's not an accident
Not
at
like
work.
I got crushed by a screwdriver or something. So I'm going to cut my head with some clippers, and they broke. So I get my apprentice to, can you cut my hair with some scissors? Because
Yeah.
I don't know, we were doing a lot of cocaine back then. And he cut my hair to like a millimetre to my scalp. So I
Just with scissors?
Yeah, just with scissors.
Was it a
Fucking
mess?
And it was absolutely it looked like a leopard. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like,
wow.
You look from a distance, it looked like
God.
a long.
Did
bit
you have
of
a
hair,
hat?
Like fucking, no, I had a beanie. It was winter, thank fuck. So I go to the barbers with this beanie on. I'm like, can you help me? I'm so depressed after all this has happened.
I think
like,
that's like that was around the
I'm
time.
glad you
I'd
didn't go
never
to the
seen
pub
you with
like
like a
that.
proper shaved head. I'd seen you like your hair was quite
it was
wild
proper
back in the
skin.
day.
They
you
were
know.
like, fucking, we've got to cut it like less than half a millimetre.
They should have just buzzed
So
your
I'm
head.
like, okay, we're just gonna straight razor your head, and we fucking just did it.
Yeah.
But fucking, so I'm so depressed that I text Joe. I'm sure I must have texted you.
I was out. I remember hearing the stories.
Yes. And there's like, yeah, I'll go for a beer. So I go down with my beanie on, and he's like, "What the fuck, man? You got a fucking bald head."
Yeah.
And it turned out Sarah was down the end of the bar. Me and Joe got so fucking drunk. I'm skipping over the best bit now.
Yeah.
We got so drunk that we started setting fire to each other. I set fire to my
What's
scalp
the best bit that you missed out?
So normal.
with it's normal stuff, isn't it? Normal procedure.
It was a Tuesday or Wednesday night.
Did you
It was
dance?
like a Wednesday. Oh, definitely.
Before
Always
to
dance,
lure her in,
man.
before you-
Always
before
dance
you spoke to her?
fire, didn't you? but I remember saying to like the barman, Josh, I'm like, I want to get her a drink because I've seen
Classy.
I've seen this fit girl
It's a good
down
move.
the end,
You had, yeah. No, I remember you.
and he's like, "No, you're too fucking drunk."
You
Set
turned,
the fire.
you turned to me. You turned to me and were just like, Joe, I'm gonna go and talk to that blonde girl. And like Josh was right there and was just like, you sure about that?
But fucking literally 9 years later,
Yeah.
I still went to talk to her.
she's like, "Why don't you set fire to yourself anymore?"
You were so adventurous back then.
that's
I
the man
can
fell in
hear
love with.
Sarah saying that. That's really
You were so adventurous back then, Ed.
I was. Well, that was literally a one-off. That night was a one-off, and then I turned into a boring cunt, I guess.
You're like a fucking
not
bower
boring,
bird.
cunt.
Like, setting the stage, doing the performance to, like, lure her in.
Albatross,
Yeah.
my dance.
thing about it is, mate, when like you were going down the pub for a reason because it was just like, fuck this, what else am I going to do?
Well,
but then
yeah.
you found someone that thought, oh, this is what I'm going to do.
Oh yeah. Stop doing the old cocaine. That's good. That's always good.
Have you ever done a booty call?
What's that?
When you, like, call to be, like, come round and it's late, spade, blatantly, like, oh, come round if you want, like,
Well,
we'll have
Sarah
sex.
always used to come round because she worked at Strada, and she used to work till like 2 a.m, and I'd literally go to sleep at 10, and fucking she'd knock on the door at fucking 1 a.m. with a fucking risotto or a pizza. And I'd
Sick.
sit up and eat until 3 a.m. and go back to sleep.
Yeah.
I remember like when I first started seeing Lizzie, and she was living like Cheam, and it was like 2 buses to get there. It would be like bus to Kingston and the bus there. It was like past Worcester Park. And I remember like she was staying in a house there when I first started seeing her. She was like house sitting for someone. And I'd been out in Kingston, probably with one of you, or both of you maybe. And I texted saying I was going home. She's like, oh, you can come round if you
A formation night.
Oh no! I told her I just got home. I just got home from being at the pub. Then she texted saying you can come round if you want. And I was like, she's like, this is a booty call. And she said it, and I was like, fucking yes. got the 2 buses there. It took me like an hour and a half. Fucking get there. I was just so tired. I fell asleep. We didn't have sex. It was like the first night we hadn't had sex.
Ah.
It was the one night I was booty called.
It's always
It wore me out, mate. It wore me out. The booty call
The
wore me out
travelling.
before I got
Just the
there.
travelling to the booty.
I mean, 2 buses, mate. That's no joke, man. An hour and a half, mate.
two
Fuck.
bus 2 bus Armstrong over here.
2 bus Armstrong.
Well, apparently
Armstrong.
there is now something in the dating game, which is called a foodie call.
Is that when you order Uber Eats?
This is when...
And then shag the fucking delivery guy.
This is when
That fucking asshole.
this is when women go on dates, and for some reason only women who go on dates, like blind dates, just to get a free meal. Like they pick.
Oh, that's fucking
they pick.
dick
They pick the
behaviour.
nice restaurant, go there, eat there, fucking Instagram it, and go.
Women who make foodie calls more likely to have psychopathic behaviour, study
Psychopathic.
says. More than a third of women who go on a male-female date, so according to a new study, and for the record, they're referring to a dinner date that's strictly a score of a free meal and not about making a romantic connection.
I
There
don't
you
know I don't know if they can really put like the dating thing on women, because surely women are like going on blind dates thinking I could get raped tonight.
Yeah, I hear you.
That's pretty terrifying.
Dining out is expensive.
Oh no.
Note Dr. Brian Collison and Dr. Jennifer Howell, bet they're together. The authors of new study analysing foodie call behaviours.
Well, this is it. If I had to go on a date,
These studies are retarded.
yeah, if I had to go on a date, I don't know where I suggest to go.
I don't know if I could even talk to
It
someone.
would only be Kingston. I wouldn't go
I'd be-
further than Kingston for a date. I won't go far. I'll be like Kingston. I don't want to get fucking.
Maybe as far as Wimbledon.
Nah, that's too
Don't
far.
Because you
Too
don't want to just go
crazy.
out for drinks, because you both end up fucking hammered.
Wow.
Well, that's the best fucking
Yeah.
icebreaker, man.
I
Yeah,
think
but
it's good.
like-
Yeah.
Absolutely fucked.
My first like meeting like previous girlfriends was always fucked, and either the cocks or the
Then
cocks,
you'll
mate, usually
fucking-
backers.
You'll know who someone is then. You know what I mean? You'll know who they are then when they're fucking smashed.
Yeah, no, fair play.
Like we learned about Boris Johnson. Let's not get political.
In
Fuck that cunt.
their survey of more of 1,000 women, Collison and Howe found that more than a third of respondents had gone on a foodie call. On average, women who had gone foodie calls had done it for about 5 times, but some gone over 200 dates with no romantic interest.
Wow.
The study
get
focused
fucking-
on
yeah.
women who regularly go on foodie calls, a term that plays on a booty call, a common term for a hookup.
Fair enough, man. Fucking let them manipulate men for a change.
But a foodie call might be about, but like, you can't put on the scale just like, oh, I might get
They
raped. so I'm just
mention
gonna make
women
him
a lot
pay.
in that. Yeah,
Oh,
they
yeah,
mention
but
women
it's
a lot
fucking-
in that article. It's women bad.
That's some
But a foodie-
alternate power there.
But a foodie call might not be about. Oh, sorry, hang on, no, try that again.
Yes, please.
But a foodie call might be about more than simply getting a meal paid for a clueless beau. According to the study,
Bow, innit?
is it BAEAU?
A bow.
Beau?
Bow and my bow.
My bow.
According to the study, the women most likely to go on a foodie call tended to be more self-involved and manipulative, and lack empathy for other people. Specifically,
It's like
researchers.
Dexter, but dating.
Mate, you watch, right, a quality change in this country when England football team win the fucking World Cup.
Yeah, they got through to the quarterfinals.
It would've happened.
Weeks
No, they're
time,
through to
this
the-
will
through to
come
the-
out. Maybe they've won the World
No,
Cup.
this would be like a month
couple of days
afterwards.
before.
Ed,
That's
mate,
weeks,
Ed,
right?
Ed,
No, there's
Ed,
another one coming
Ed.
up
Oh,
first.
is there?
No, Ed, you've got a chance to fucking predict history, like future here.
But it would have happened.
No, but he gets to say now.
Yeah, okay.
England are gonna win the fucking World Cup.
The Women's World Cup.
Women fucking football team are gonna win the World Cup, and it's gonna be the best thing that's ever happened to fucking equality in this fucking country.
Doesn't matter.
By the time this comes out, we would have known who won, and we were talking.
Yeah, man, this is
Getting into like a
coming out of
10-minute
people like, what the
conversation
fuck
about
are
it.
you doing?
And
Mate,
it's all
no, this
happened.
completely fucked the fourth wall up. It's the fucking 28th of June today. All right.
Yeah! Boom!
Shit. Fuck.
Damn, drop that shit.
All this talk about dating has put me in the mood
Ugh.
for a bit of incest.
I got a boner.
So this is a story of incest.
No, it's not the story of incest.
Written by J.R.R. Tolkien.
No, it's involving. All right, just
By
I'll tell you
J.R.
what.
Hartley.
Don't let me introduce it. I'm just going to read it and you figure it out. This story comes from courtesy of Adams County, Colorado, where two jealous sisters were engaged in a battle to find out who could have sex with their dad first. Yeah, you did read that correctly.
Thank you.
To be fair, they do look the part. Almost certainly both live in trailer parks and smoke meth on regular.
Wow, on the regular. Smoking
On the
meth
regular.
on the regular.
Smoke meth on the regular. 21-year-old Samantha Kirshner was introduced to her father, Travis Fieldgrove, by her mother when she was 17,
Sounds like
when
a
she had
nice place.
experienced a desire to find out the identity of her true biological father.
Okay.
Unfortunately, as it often is the case in these things, apparently, the two were attracted to each other.
That
upon-
happens a lot, doesn't
does,
it? It's
that
got a
does
name,
happen.
hasn't it? We talked about it in here before. It has got a name. When you fall in love with, you have not, to a parent or a relative you've not seen your whole life.
Really?
Yeah, and you meet them late in life, like if you meet your mum for the first time now.
Fucking
Yeah,
spaz,
it's quite often.
isn't
It's quite common in that small percentage that relationships start.
There's a
like
fucking
this.
name for everything now.
It's true. Carry continue, Jackson.
The two were attracted to each other upon their first
Sexually.
meeting. The two were attracted to each other upon their first meeting, and whilst they experienced a normal father and daughter relationship to begin with, they eventually decided to embark on a sexual relationship in early 2018.
Nice.
Kirshner claims that they begun because she'd had a bet with her half sister about who could have sex with him first.
Wow.
Things soon escalated.
When she slept with him.
After that, they had began a full-on dating each other. When they discovered that their relationship had been reported by none other than Kirshner's mother, the pair quickly married each other to try and
Wow.
halt the investigation.
How would that halt it?
Unfortunately, this plan wasn't successful, and both were arrested and charged with incest in 2 counties. Kirshner's father pleaded no contest, where you admit that the offence happened, but you don't admit guilt, and was sentenced to 2 years in prison, whereas Kirshner
Wow.
pleaded no contest to false reporting and received a 9-month probationary period instead.
Wow, period.
It's
for 9
believed that
months.
the pair lied about who the father was so when they tied the knot, which is an offence in Colorado.
Fuck.
Dun, dun, dun.
Of course it is. I love the fact that their plan was to marry each other when they were found out to try and halt the investigation. But
Yeah.
they think they'll stop for a wedding. Oh, they're getting there's a wedding coming up. It better not work.
Shh, they're doing the vows.
Jesus Christ!
They're all
If
like, the
anything,
SWAT,
that
a
escalates
SWAT
it.
team storms in and they're just like, oh shit.
If they're,
That's America,
if
though,
they're
right?
getting married, you don't need to investigate it anymore
This
because
is
it's
America.
obvious they're a couple.
See, America is a
They don't have
different
to investigate
animal, though.
anything anymore.
Hey, yeah.
It doesn't hold. It doesn't hold
This
it
is
at all.
America.
It exposes
Oh,
it.
yeah.
This is America.
Oh, wait.
Exposes it, man. Holds it.
Mate,
Stupid fools.
That fucking shit that comes out of America is fucking insane.
Some of it's mental. I
Oh,
mean,
what?
some of our
Fucking
listeners are from America.
I saw
but-
something the other day. I don't know if it's true or it's fucking just bullshit. It's some woman has been charged. She got stabbed,
Oh yeah,
and
she
she's
killed
been
him.
charged with killing her fetus.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah, in like
because
Alabama
apparently
or
she
some
started
shit.
the fight or something.
She started the fight. He stabbed her in the stomach. He got let off from fucking anything, and she got done for killing her baby. Oh my god! What is going on?
I mean,
My sister's just sent me a quality geese drop. I'm going to save that for the next episode.
oh right.
I thought she was like listening live. Imagine if that was the case and Greg couldn't do his magic. We'd be fucked.
Continuity's right out the fucking
Fucking
window.
Ed's never coming on again.
But no, I think the thing about
He's just literally fucking incriminated himself, incriminated his friends.
the thing you saying about like America just being absolutely batshit though is like from our point of view, it's perceived as all the worst things going on, much like England is perceived across. the
No,
fucking-
mate, I've been
Yeah,
to
dude.
some country. I've been to America. I've been to LA, and I've met the people. And I'm like, I love some of the people. Some of the people are great. But I've been to Mexico, and fucking. Honestly, I go for. Like,
been to Mexico.
I go for a month. I go for a month to like another country, and I'll come back and I'll be like, man, I'm so glad that
Yeah.
I live in this country with all these. I went like Mexico's fucking like subway in Mexico City. On the like the ticket office, it's just 100 photos of missing people that have been kidnapped on the subway.
Wow.
And it's like, man, and there's like and there's like a woman with 9 kids.
Yeah.
Like they're just begging.
Yeah,
on the
man.
side, and you're like, fucking hell.
Shit's
and you
real,
go
dude.
back and you're like, fuck, I'm glad we got these rules and we got these regulations and this fucking is worth it, man.
Yeah.
It's worth it. But fucking some of it's shit. Like there's some cunts.
Yeah.
Like they are
Mate,
cunts.
the world-
Like,
the world-
government is a cunt.
Mate,
Don't get me wrong.
the world ain't
fuck
existing.
England,
It's gone
fuck
full edge.
England, but fucking good England.
The world ain't fucking existing without some cunts.
No, mate. But we're leading the way. I think in all of it, equality and everything. I think we're leading the way in it.
What do you mean?
Like just equality for everyone.
Nah, dude.
Like, oh, mate,
I don't think anyone's.
Yeah, but I know,
no one can hold the title to say that they
but
are
I know about it because
equality. Like,
the Conservative government, when it was David Cameron, he fucked over disabled kids, right? I've got a disabled sister. He fucked them over, and he still did better than other countries do.
yeah.
That's
He had
still
a
better.
disabled kid himself.
My sister is in the best possible care in this country that she can get. That my parents could scrape out of this fucking government.
Yeah.
Fucking 40 years they've been trying to scrape money out of this fucking cunt government. And it's still better than every other country in the fucking world. There's people in Mexico-
Truth bomb there from
Mate,
Ed
that's
Wooderson.
people,
Fucking
I
heavy,
can't.
wouldn't
I
it?
can't walk in the pavements in fucking Mexico. I can't fucking do it. So how can a fucking person in a wheelchair fucking do it?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm pissed now.
It's alright.
No.
This is how it always turns.
So, we're going to lighten it up now, because last time Ed
Do it.
was on, when we did Agony Aunts, Ed came up with the idea that we made up our own Agony Aunt, and it was a lot of fun. We've not done it since then. So now Ed is back on the podcast.
I can't make up shit.
Joe's turn.
Yeah, Joe.
We're going to do Joe making up an Agony Aunt as opposed to reading one out. So this is... You didn't ask for it, but here's your advice anyway, or that we kind of do, because we're making it up.
Made up.
Excuse me, can I ask you a question? I don't want your advice. I don't want it. I don't need to listen to your talks. I don't want your advice. Just think you should marry the dog and be happy. I don't need to know what you have to say.
Disclaimer, do not take our advice. If you do, we'll not be held accountable if you're an edible heartbreak. Thank you. So, Joe, you got to pick a scenario like you would...
No, I'm not picking it.
We pick
we
it.
pick it. Oh, this is good fun. I forgot about
You
this.
got
So
to
I
give me-
reckon.
yeah,
So you've
Joe's
got to
like-
give me like
Ed.
a scenario,
Yeah.
people involved.
Yes.
Just you need to give me just some bits
Yeah,
to
yeah,
work
okay.
with.
Okay.
I reckon we're at a zoo.
Oh, yeah, we've mentioned zoos today. Maybe at a zoo. First date
Okay,
at a
the
zoo.
First date at the zoo, did you say?
Yeah, first
first
date.
date,
You,
yeah, we're
you've
on
met a
dates.
girl for the first time on the
Yeah.
first date.
Like, this is the awkward thing about this is that my first date it was to the zoo.
Yeah, but this isn't because
And-
this is somebody you've met online for the first time.
Okay, so I've met this person online and we're
Yeah.
going to the zoo.
This
for
is your
our
first time
date.
you're meeting. You've been texting for a few days, mate. No, you've not been texting at all. It's your first meet, and you're going to the zoo. And who's he meeting?
I reckon. He's not. He's
Does
meeting
it
the
does
girl.
does something
What,
occur?
catfish?
Is there
He's
like
been catfished a bit, maybe. Maybe he's been a little bit catfished.
I reckon she's got a thing about otters.
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 She's wearing like a really like childlike glittery
But
otter
it's
t-shirt.
fucking sexual, man. It's
And like a-
fucking
and-
dirty. Like she's told you about it before. She told you about it when she met. She's like, I've got a thing about otters, and you're like, oh, whatever. But then you start seeing her like when she sees the otters, you start like licking her lips and stuff.
Well, not the first date.
Otters, mate. She's a nutter.
What? All right, so Joe's meeting a nutter
I'm sorry.
at the zoo for the first time.
We were not a fetish.
We're not a fish. Go.
Dear Ed and Greg,
Yes, that's us.
I recently got back into the dating game, and upon going online, I met a wonderful woman called Sharon.
Good old Sharon.
We were of similar age, early 30s.
Pushing 40.
We shared common interests, a love of animals, movies. We decided that we wanted to meet each other, so we went to the zoo for our first date. She'd shown me pictures online, nothing fruity, just some basic holiday pictures. And I thought, she looked very attractive.
Lovely.
To my surprise, when she arrived at the zoo, obviously she noticed me completely because I'd shown her actual photos of me.
Ooh.
What stood in front of me was a, shall we say, 4'2" woman, a dwarf, if you will, dressed flamboyantly in a number of animal prints. She had some animal print leggings on that were cats and dogs, a lovely otter t-shirt that said "I love otters." That was an alarming. That was a red flag for me. I thought this is unfortunate, but her name is Sharon. I think that's she hasn't completely lied to me. we proceeded on to the zoo. We walked around. We discussed all the things that we'd spoken about online. Then we got to the otter section, and she grew
A beard.
erratic,
Ooh.
shall we say? She couldn't see the otters swimming around. She was very, very frustrated about that. Very keen to see them. Then we went round to another section, and there they all sleeping, and she was banging on the window, and it all got a bit too much. Then an old lady sort of came up shouting Sharon. Turns out it was her mum. Wasn't a dwarf at all. It was actually an 8-year-old girl with autism. It was just. It was a very. The annoying thing is that she continues to contact me and asking me when we're going to go back to the zoo again. What should I do?
I'd like to know what happened to the actual Sharon you were meant to meet then.
It was Sharon. She had lied.
Oh, right. I thought you just meant I thought you just randomly met some kid in the zoo thinking it mistook the kid for her. So I heard that
It wasn't
story.
a dwarf. It was an 8-year-old child called Sharon.
Yeah.
Whose mum wouldn't take her to the zoo, so she went online to find an adult that would.
Right, there we go. Interesting. Well, this one's self-explanatory. Don't...
I'd phone
Ever-
the police, man.
Yeah.
That's some weird shit. I'd phone the police on that one and just ask them for their advice.
Just stroll in there. I need to see a detective. It's important. Is it regarding a murder case, sir? No.
Some really weird shit just happened, officer.
It's regarding a dwarf masquerading as a child. Or maybe the other way around. Or maybe
That's
just a
the
kid.
film Orphan.
Okay, it was a kid.
Yeah,
I picked up a kid.
That's the film Orphan.
Nah, she had a mum.
Oh yeah, she went an orphan.
Her mum wouldn't take her to the zoo, and she just wanted an adult to take her to the zoo.
It's like the
That's
time,
where I
it's
came
like
in.
the time I grabbed a girl with
That's where I
boots
came
thinking
in.
it was Lizzie.
Not exactly like that.
Bad.
That is bad.
Bad time. She saw as well. She was in the shop.
Yeah, but
Lizzie's
Lizzie's
there.
the kind of woman to fucking piss herself seeing that
Luckily, her
because you've done
dad
something
didn't beat the
stupid.
fucking shit out of me. Everyone kind of saw the funny side, but I was like, "Fuck, man, how am I not
Lizzie's
dead?"
dead.
No, the dad of
am I
the
not
kid that I
dead?
touched, thinking it was Lizzie.
How am I not dead?
So I know how he feels. Get out of there, man.
Thank you, Greg. I'm so glad you made this about you.
It was a relevant story.
If we could just get back to my fucking
It was
problem.
a relevant story. Yeah, don't contact her is the obvious answer.
I haven't. She's contacting
Yeah,
me.
we'll change your email address and your phone number.
Brilliant. Okay.
I'll do that. Maybe move house.
He can do that. He's like the social media guru. He can do that.
I can give you a new
hack
identity.
I'm pretty sure anyone can change their phone number.
His
I'm
middle
now
name is
promoting
Leonard.
Greg
I will change his
to
name to
Head of hacking in the
Joseph
formation.
Leonard. No one ever suspects. I'm gonna keep all the same pictures. I'll just change his name and that'll be it.
You're now head of the environment and head of hacking, Greg.
Greg, there's a reason that you don't work on the fucking witness protection plan program.
Plan. Welcome to the witness protection plan.
Literally just passed one,
Just
mate.
take the space. Fuck's sake.
But yeah, keep out of that. I would say fucking do not. Yeah, change your phone number. Change
Fantastic.
all your bollocks.
Excellent.
You don't
Change all
entertain
your
that sort of
bollocks?
behaviour, do you?
Why have I
you don't
got?
want
Why have I
that
got to
shit,
change
man.
my testicles?
You don't want to behave.
You don't need that shit.
You don't need to take them to the zoo anymore.
But you know what?
Avoid
I
the
can't
zoo for a
believe.
while.
I can't believe when I went up to Edinburgh and we went to the zoo there, I didn't hear any geese drops.
Did
Well,
the
even with
giraffes
animals.
give you any shit?
What?
Did the giraffe? Did the
There weren't
animals
any.
give you shit? Like
There wasn't
Scottish
giraffes.
Shit? There's
No.
no giraffes in Scotland.
Does that surprise you?
Well, yeah, in the zoo, man.
They're not, I mean, they're not like
roaming
roaming free in the fucking in the Highlands.
Was it us guys that fucking we went to Amsterdam Zoo and it might have been me and Sarah and the fucking elephants were like dancing.
No,
that
we-
was
that was
us.
us.
That was us.
They were dancing.
That was the saddest
weren't
thing
they?
I've ever seen in my
They were
Sad
dancing
as
for
shit,
fucking
man.
snacks.
That
But
fucked
then
me up.
you read up on them and they're like rescued from like a circus.
Yeah.
And they do that because they're fucking trained. to
Shows
do it.
intelligence though, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, fucking smart fuckers.
But they're
man.
doing it. So I
want
think
their
they'll get a
food.
treat.
They get their food.
I want a treat.
I got years, give me a fucking treat now. Fucking stomp your face in.
Yeah, so I'd say don't change your name and address. Not,
Excellent.
or maybe not address.
I would, yeah.
I have to change my life.
Yes. Unfortunately, it's a price you have to pay for taking
Ugh.
a young girl to the zoo.
You
Yeah,
can't
it's true.
take young girls to the zoo.
You got to learn,
Can't.
Joe.
No,
You
I
can't
know.
do that shit no more.
You ever
know.
see that film Hard Candy?
No, I never
You ever
saw
seen
that.
that
but I
film
heard about
Hard
it.
Candy? When the
Hard
girl
Candy.
she
That
like,
was the
meets,
original Catfish.
She meets a guy in like a chocolate stand at Milton Line.
Chocolate
And,
stand.
and she is like a chocolate cafe, and he's like, oh, I'll read up the t-shirts. And he's like, oh, 2 t-shirts. She's like, oh my god, you're so amazing. And they go back to hers because the parents are away. or back to his. And he's like, oh, let me get you a drink. She's like, oh, I'll make it because I don't trust people to make my drinks. But then she drugs his drink.
Yeah.
And he wakes up and she's like operating on his bollocks.
Oh, God.
But she's not really. Like, she's actually playing footage of an operation. She's just injected him so he's numb and she's just sitting there. And so he thinks
That's
it's a live
fucked.
thing. Right. Anyway, she convinces him to hang himself at the end.
Wow.
It's fucked up.
Oh, yeah, Ellen Page.
Yeah, Ellen Page, yeah. Only a
Agony,
one-time
man,
watch
yeah,
film.
it's a
Yeah.
cool film.
There's an actual case of a girl going to prison because she convinced her boyfriend to kill herself. She
There
encouraged
is, yes.
encouraged him to do it. She got sentenced.
That's been going
Really?
on for a while.
Yeah.
What's she get sentenced to?
Murder.
Prison.
What, life?
I would assume so.
Yeah, but surely that's not fucking possible. It's not murder, is it?
There's
ain't murder, you
apparently it
convinced
was because
someone.
of text that she sent her sim like encouraging him to kill himself.
He was vulnerable. Did you read about that? You know that fucking, remember that the train stabbing, like Guildford?
Oh,
South
yes.
West train?
18
man.
times.
And
Funny.
yeah, but the guy's fucking, I saw it in the Metro today, and he's like, apparently he's a paranoid schizophrenic, and his parents have testified for him, saying that he's scared of public places and shit.
No, I understand that, but then afterwards he supposedly called his girlfriend or ex-girlfriend who picked him up from another station with like a shaving razor and clippers to change his identity.
Really?
Schizophrenic, you ain't fucking thinking about that.
Well, yeah, but apparently the guy who got killed was like taking the piss out of him.
I
because
heard that
he
as well.
was retarded.
This is a mad world,
Jesus,
man.
It's
a
fucking
mad
crazy,
fucking...
man. Just stay out of everyone's fucking
There
way.
is. I saw like they released like some like stills from the CCTV footage, and there is an altercation going on. Well, there's a verbal altercation
But
anyway.
all like the witnesses say that he was like, they're like, he wasn't picking on him, but he was kind of picking on him.
It doesn't justify stabbing.
Well, no, it doesn't
I
justify
don't think,
anything.
mate. But
Nothing
also,
justifies
he stabbed him
fucking
18 times
Well,
in the
yeah,
fucking
this is
throat.
it, man.
Like,
It's crazy, man. Yeah, but apparently they said he could have survived 17 of the stab wounds. The one that killed him was when he got cut in the throat and it cut his jugular.
Jesus.
Unless someone's getting hurt,
it's twisted.
stay out of people's business.
I think it just sucks that his fucking son's having to go through all that.
Well, yeah, it's bullshit.
A fucking
yeah,
trial.
Fuck it, that
It's
poor
fucking
kid.
horrible.
New
This is
Dexter.
a bleak
He's Dexter.
fucking ending.
I was
to
going to
this
say,
episode.
this brings us to the end.
This is a
Well-
bleak. We can't end like this.
Fucking Ed's on the episode, isn't he?
Let's sing a
Of course it's
song
fucking
instead.
gone
Can we
this.
sing a
It's
song?
gone too drunk, it's gone too fucking stoned, it's gone too fucking bleak. That's fucking
let's
Ed.
let's sing a song or something. Just to
Fucking happy birthday to fucking
Oh,
Ed.
yeah, Ed's
get the
birthday.
guitar. We'll sing Santeria.
Let's
Badly.
do some Spanish shit.
Ed is
Ed's going to play live on the acoustic at the end of the show.
It's well out of tune.
Oh, yeah, it is out of tune.
How?
Happy
birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Son.
Happy birthday.
It's been a ruin, a million man, my dear. And Lord, I know I'm one.
Thank you.
The All Seeing Guys podcast is part of Podnose, the UK's leading independent entertainment podcasting network. For episode archives of the All Seeing Guys and all of the shows on the network, visit us at www.podnose.com. You can also follow us on Twitter via @podnose or send us an email via admin@podnose.com.